Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra, and here on my channel we are all about real makeup for real life and real people. So today is a very exciting day as always. I really love the start to a new month. Every month I look forward to refreshing my everyday makeup and shopping my stash, and that is what we're doing today. Now, I had swapped over to showing the choosing of the products out of my makeup drawers, but you have seen my makeup collection most recently in my collection series, which I will link the playlist down in the description box for you. But today I am skipping that process, and here's why. Mostly I'm doing 2 project pans. I'm getting back into project panning after nearly a year of not panning at all. And I have 2 projects going, and then I'm continuing to shop my stash. And sometimes it can be a little hard to remember what's in both projects and what I need to pull in terms of category and yada yada. So today we're going to skip that, but we will get back to that next month, I am sure. So let's go ahead and get started. For foundation, I pulled out 2, one that I'm kind of unofficially working on and one that I kind of want to unofficially work on. So starting with the one I'm wearing today is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Longwear Shaping Stick. I have just this much left. It's in the shade Shell Beige. I do really like this formula, and I applied that today with this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I particularly love this for cream bronzer and things like that, but I tried this in terms of buffing in the foundation into my skin today, and I loved it. So I'm going to be using that one, and then the one that's kind of unofficially being worked on is this one from Bare Minerals. It's their Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I have the shade 5.5 Bamboo, and I really like this. It is exactly what it says. It's semi-hydrating. It's a gel, but it's creamy, and I really like this. It's, one of the foundations that I've used up the most of, and so I kind of want to unofficially work on moving that one out. For concealer this month, I'm very excited. I let myself choose 2 of my favorites, and especially for the winter months, these are 2 of my lighter concealers. So first and foremost, I have the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Concealer. This is the one that I'm wearing under my eyes today. It's just so lovely. It feels really nice under the eyes. I do apply this one with my fingers, and it's just really nice, and it's like the money spot for coverage for me, which is light to medium. And then my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I have this one. Oh, this one's the shade Light. This one is the shade Light 60N, and I really love this one too. It is so creamy, but lightweight, hydrating, just beautiful. So I don't always let myself pick a couple of favorites for my Shop My Stash, but I did this month. For my powder this month, I only chose one, and that is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. I know that Hourglass is on some of our poop lists right now, and they definitely are with me too. I'm currently not purchasing from the brand, but I do have a lot of Hourglass in my collection, and I do want to work on some of those, unofficially Shop My Stash, Project Pan, what have you. This is what I'm considering panning this year, or working on hitting pan. This is the shade Dim Light, if I didn't say it, and it's nice. I've had this for so long though, and I feel like it's starting to get, I don't know, maybe not dry, but I don't know. I feel like the texture is changing. I feel like I'm more able to set my makeup with this now, whereas before it was definitely just a finishing powder, and I am wearing this all over my face today. So I'm going to work on that one, and then I forgot I do have one other powder actually. Ta-da! This is the Kiko Milano Tuscan Sunshine Perfecting Powder. I don't know how the frank to use this, if I'm being honest. It has a beautiful embossing on the product, but it's very can you hear it? It feels very dry, and then it's like there's almost nothing there. But it was a recommendation from Sarah Hubler, and I really tend to enjoy what she recommends. So I just kind of want to figure this product out this month. If I'm using the Dim Light as my setting powder, maybe I can use this as a finishing powder. I did kind of buff over my cheeks with this, so maybe the extra glow is due to that one. Hard to say. For bronzer this month, as a reminder, I have a matte bronzer in my project pan. That's the Balm Take Home the Bronze in the shade Oliver. So I picked a more luminous bronzer this month and a cream bronzer. The luminous one is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. They also are on my poop list, but I have the product. In fact, I just repurchased this shortly before everything with Physicians Formula started, and that being that Physicians Formula is not honest with their customers about their cruelty-free status, so I'm not currently buying from that brand. Hourglass, it's definitely a inclusivity issue, and that is also very close to my heart, so I want to not be supporting that brand either. Regardless, this is my butter bronzer in the shade Bronzer, and I am looking forward to using it this month. Again, this was a repurchase for me. I purchased a different shade, and luckily this packaging is not broken yet. And then for a cream bronzer, because I try to involve cream products in my Shop My Stash or project panning because I want to be working through cream products as well, is my Tarte Sea Breezy Mini Cream Bronzer in the shade Seychelles. I think this is going to be a good shade for me right now. Up here, I have some blush, but over here, this is the bronzer that I'm wearing today. So I do want to get some use out of that one. For blush, I picked two. I have a blush palette in my project pan, my monochromatic project pan this month. So that is also 4 blushes over there. Plus, I'm still working on my e.l.f. Mellow Mauve blush in my 21 pans in 2021. Mouthful. For my powder blush, this was also a recommendation from my same favorite subscriber, and it is from the Colourpop Romance collection. This is the shade Love Story, and I can see why she loves it so much. She's been loving on this lately, and so I picked it up on her recommendation, and I do love the color of this. It's very peachy neutral. It kind of reminds me of the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Pinched. It's kind of this sort of neutral peach color. This does have some gold micro glitters in it, and it's really, really pretty on the cheeks. I've only worn it once, but I did get this for my birthday, and I'm very excited to be using it this month. And then a cream blush for this month. This is the Honest Beauty Creme Cheek Blush in the shade Rose Pink. I've been dying to really dig into this blush. It's so pretty. I just want to wear it every day. It might be a bad choice for for Shop My Stash because I might not make product. This might be a bad choice for a Shop My Stash blush because I'm going to want to wear this every single day and maybe not make progress on my Project Pan blush, but I don't care because this is so pretty, and it is one that I'm thinking about maybe working on hitting pan on this year in terms of cream products. Easy for me to say, right? And another new to me product is this Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold highlighting palette. Get 3 shades in here, sort of a champagne gold, pink one, and a more bronzy one. And I haven't even put this on my face yet. I've swatched it multiple times, but I haven't put it on my face, so I'm excited to be using that this month. Okay, and then I have, besides my Project Pan palettes, 2 of them. I have the Viseart Paris Edit and the Persona Identity palette. I'm trying to hit pan on 1 shade in each of those palettes, so those will be a part of my stash this month, as well as 3 other palettes. The first one I don't have on hand yet. It is on its way to me. The palette that I'm talking about, holy smokes, is the Colourpop Wine Only palette. If you missed it, I did try to dupe out the vibes of that palette with my girl Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. And so I'll link that video down below for you. And I'm actually really keen to see how close I got with the shades that I picked in that video. But I will be doing 3 looks with that palette this month, so I hope you'll be excited for that. And then the other 2 palettes, the first one is the Colourpop You're a Cutie palette. Now, of course, this is no longer available because that's how Colourpop likes to do, but this was the Valentine's palette for last year, and you guys don't need this palette likely to recreate any of the looks that I might create this month. It's not going to be a feature, but it is going to be a palette that I work with and enjoy. I talked about in my January month in review. If you don't know what that video is, it's kind of my wrap-up video for the month, favorites, fails, and the custom palette that I built for the next month. So this is the custom palette that I built using my Sydney Grace and Beauty Junkies singles for the month of February. Challenge. What would you call this palette? If you had to name this palette was being put out in production and there was a contest for naming this palette, what would you name it? I'm thinking something like Soft Romance or something. I do really think these shades are romantic. Some people might say only this part of the palette looks romantic. I'm wearing all of these shades except for this green matte right here on my eyes today. I'll put up a close-up for you here. But I'm really excited about this palette. I'm going to be creating some looks with this palette. Let me know if you have any requests in terms of how I would present those looks to you. I'm so excited to be back to doing this every month. I just love playing with my singles, and that's what I did here. I have more of a warm half going on over here, more of a cool tone vibe over here, but I also really love mixing warm tones and cool tones, and I also really love green with pink. So let's see what I come up with this month. I'm really excited to be playing with those. And that is all. This month, I'm not pulling any lippies for my Shop My Stash, and that is because my girl Angela started a challenge over on Instagram. It's 28 days of lippies in February, where each day you wear a different lippy, then you take it out of the running from your collection and use a different lippy every single day in February. And so we're going to be doing that. I'll have the hashtag up on the screen right here for you. We're going to be doing that over on Instagram, and I'm really excited for that. So if you're not following me over on Instagram yet, now would be a great time to do it because I'm going to be posting and talking about giving a mini review on my lipstick every day in February. Every day that I wear lipstick. You know, I might miss a few days. I'm not putting lipstick on if I'm staying in my pajamas and just doing skincare. You know? I'm probably not going to. Maybe. I don't know. So that is my Shop My Stash for February. So hopefully you can see with me rambling and telling you what's in projects and so on and so forth, it's a little much to manage at this point in terms of, you know, delving into my drawers. I'm hoping to feel more settled with the projects I'm doing, etc. in March so that we can go at it and choose things from my drawers at that point. So let me know what you think of all of this. What are you going to name my Sydney Grace and Beauty Junkies palette that I created? And how would you like to see those singles presented to you in terms of a look video? And, you know, what are you shopping your stash for this month? Are you keeping tabs on your cream products to make sure that you're using those before you're losing those? Let me know down below in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me today. I appreciate your time each and every time you click on one of my videos. If you're new, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you liked what you saw today. And with all of that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon.